Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Transformers issue 14. Okay, so this is issue 14 of Transformers. Nice cover again. This is the second part of the Starscream interlude, where we saw him last issue being uh, rescued by Mars. And yeah, so he's on the back of a his tank, and he's not particularly happy about it. Um, it's remote control his tank as well, so effectively they can make him do what he wants. So he starts lashing out at all the guys. Uh, he's taking sketches. He says that's a rubbish drawing. You've got to draw it again. Um, anyway, so yep, the control his tank goes on. So what's that? It's a cat. Okay, I must kill it. He's wants to basically kill everything that he doesn't like. Turns out that they basically said that he can work with them. Mars is can do something with him and help him kind of rebuild. And it's like, okay, that's fine, but I've got some things that need to do before I help. So we then cut back to Cybertron, um, with him being meeting Megatron like we saw at the end of last issue. And I don't know, there's some weird kind of almost like he seems to be holding his head like it's some kind of mind control thing going on. Because again, his personality in Cybertron is completely different from his kind of arrogant, annoying personality in the regular stuff. But he basically seems to love it. He kills loads of people in the name of the Decepticons. So he sees that finds Astro Train, frees Astro Train. It's like, okay, right, brilliant. Astro Train's going to be on our side now. There's a big chunk of Cybertron over there, right? There's gonna be an issue. It's gonna cause this massive tsunami. They try to get him in. They transform into the shuttle, and he kind of tries to get inside. It's like, oh no, what do you mean? Oh no, I wasn't trying to get away from you. I was just showing you where to go. So they get inside the shuttle. Two of the Combaticons are there. The one that got cut in half, and the other one. They get picked up as well, and eventually, basically, he goes around and gathers a load of people up. So they're knocked unconscious by this wave. By the time they wake up, he's gathered all the Combaticons, or all in one half of the Combaticons, from the outside of Cybertron. And it's like, okay, that's cool. So we're going to do our thing now because we don't really need you. It's not going to not going to happen. And they said they planted some bombs inside him. So if he kind of disobeyed, they're going to detonate these bombs. She goes to press the bombs. Nope, doesn't work. He spoke to her and said, "I'll free you if you deactivate the bombs." And it's like, okay, well, thanks very much. Right, crushes her. She's dead. Kills the other guy with the glasses. Kills Horton, the guy who's in charge of her, running him over in the tank. And then the guy who did the sketches, it's like, right, you're the one. You're going to be drawing our sketches from now on. You're going to kind of hold this in posterity from now onwards to let us know what's going on. And they're basically going to try and kill Soundwave and all the rest of them. Now, oddly enough, in the old days of the old cartoon, it's like, oh, they'll have a bit of a fight. Nowadays, yeah, that could probably happen. Soundwave could easily die in this. There's no guarantee that he would actually come out this alive. We've seen the Combaticons are on the front cover of one of the later issues. Um, and okay, next issue. There you go. Um, and I've completely gone blank of what the Combaticons combined things called. I know Menasau's the Stunticons, but I had the Stunticons, so I didn't have the Combaticons, so I'm allowed a little bit of leeway. And anyway, so yeah, as I said in my review of G.I. Joe, I thought this was out of sequence, that it might be like a flashback to see how Starscream got back, kind of, how he was activated by Mars. But we've got Astro Train in this, and we've got the Cybertron, and that ties in with G.I. Joe. So it's all slightly out of kilter. There's a slight continuity issue with, or at least a discrepancy, probably with who's joined up with Cobra and who hasn't. Because at this point in time, I believe Mars was supposed to be part of Cobra, because they've got all the bats and all that kind of stuff. And obviously the twins are supposed to be part of Cobra, but in this one it just seems to be Mars. They're not Cobra, they're Mars. So I don't know. Anyway, there's probably, I suppose it could happen over the course of a couple of weeks or a month or whatever. In that it kind of would kind of gel together. Um, yeah, pretty cool. So the only weird thing, like I said, is personality change between the two it's not as though he's like arrogant on Cybertron, and he's just kind of arrogant and evil in regular continuity. He's just nice in Cybertron, and then he's really, really arrogant. And it's like, okay, it's not even though you just kind of like you believe this is the side to fight for because they killed your friend. It's like, no, you become really, really nasty to everybody and just want to kill everything. Yeah, it's cool. It's not, again, I always like it when they've got I know in the Marvel series they used to do this quite a lot. They used to have like kind of rival Decepticon bands that would like try and outsmart each other, especially with Galvatron and Megatron were kind of active at the same time. So seeing Starscream kind of do a similar thing is pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about this one. Definitely looking forward to seeing where we go next year. I think Daniel Warren Johnson is only on this for a few more issues, for what I remember. Um, I really, if they do change artist, I hope they change someone with the same kind of feel and kind of energy that we've seen in the previous, this one and the previous one. But I really want to see. I like this kind of. Again, I didn't think I'd like it. I didn't think I'd kind of like this gritty kind of less precise version because they're robots, and I like seeing kind of like like drawn like anime mecha, where everything's kind of really precise. But it does work. It's really nice. Anyway. Right, there we go. So now, definitely have finished it rambling on about this one. So thank you very much, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye-bye.